side has 10 points, at least 14 block shots, probably a dozen rebounds. What more can you ask of a big man?
I think Coach Dave Mason has to be very happy with what he's seen from the inside, from his whole team. I mean, he has got great play from Morris, excellent guard position, point guarding by Jason Hensley. Pendleton, superb game underneath. Bellamy has come off the bench great. And Ferguson, a good game. Hope we haven't missed anyone. But it's been a good team effort by Gate City. If you look at the scoreboard, it reflects it. 52-27, the score after 3 periods of play. And we're set for the final 8 minutes.
The way things look, Gate City's going to remain unbeaten, 16-0 on the season. And more than likely remain number 2 unless Brunswick gets beat. And then they will slide into the number 1 slot.
Okay, Patrick Henry will have the ball to start off this 4th period. Davidson looking to inbound, gets it to Crane. Crane double team. Passes a looping pass to Williams. Davidson has it to Fullen at the foul line. Will Fullen shoot? The question is answered no. Crane has it, pulls it out front, being guarded by Hensley. Crane spins around, passes to Williams to his right. Davidson has it, looks for someone to cut in. Davidson travels with it. Good defense by Tony Bellamy on Davidson.
Gate City basketball as Jason Hensley will bring the ball in for Gate City. Into number 24, Kevin Morris. Back to Hensley. Hensley working it up the floor. 7:31 remaining in the contest. Gate City up by a mile. Bellamy in the corner. Pulls up for the 3. Long rebound is run down by Pendleton. Saved in bounds to Davidson off his hands. Shelton comes up on it, drives, shoots, counts the bucket, and Chris Shelton draws the foul from Mr. Jonathan Fuller.
We believe that's number 4 on Fullen.
The score now 54-27. It was Shelton at the line looking for point number 13. Shelton, Eisenmark shoots. It will roll in.
Who would have thought maybe after the end of the first quarter that this would be a runaway? Devils were down by 3. Now they're just stomping it too. Patrick Henry. Pass blocked by Bellamy.
Hensley pulls up for the jumper. In and out. Rebounded by Morris. Back up and in.
30-point lead. 57-27 for the Devils. Long pass out to Fullen. Fullen passes up to Williams in the front court. Williams to Ottinger. Ottinger open. Won't take the shot from 14. Kicks it back out to Williams instead. Into a streaking Davidson. He misses the easy layup. Bellamy sweeps the rebound.
Bellamy out to Hensley. Hensley, the numbers are not with him. Lost control of it. Picks it up. And he is fouled by Williams off Patrick Henry.
Williams just raised his hand and said, I don't believe it. But it is his first foul. Now number 32 checking into the game for Patrick Henry. Pruitt. Ottinger will sit down. Ottinger played a good game for Patrick Henry.
Morris is going to have to start popping here pretty soon. He's got 19 points if he wants to keep up with his 32-point scoring mark. He's going to have to score several here in the next few minutes, PJ. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Bellamy, up and in.
Gate City is just out-hustling Patrick Henry. No doubt about it right now. As they have a hard time getting the ball in. Finally into the hands of Pruitt. Pruitt looking for some help. This is to Davidson. Double team by Pendleton and Morris on the far side to Pruitt. Crane has it, and he'll pull it out, set the team's offense up. Good drive. He's caught in the lane, looking for some help. Kicks it out to Fullen. Crane over to Davidson on the far side, outside the 3-point range. Fullen has it to Williams. Williams will pull up. Shelton there to intimidate him. Pruitt has it. And he is stuck in the lane as Patrick Henry just passing around. They're just milking the clock down. They're afraid to go inside. Davidson for 3. Shot won't go. Fullen at the rebound. Shot blocked by Shelton. And there's Davidson for the tip up and in.
But another block for Chris Shelton. Bellamy gives off to Kevin Morris. 5:38 remaining in the contest. Gate City up by 30. Hensley with the basketball. Spins around Davidson. Tried to pass inside for Morris. Knocked away. Picked up by Williams. Williams takes it up. No good. Rebounded by Davidson. Up. No good. And again, Davidson, no good again. Rusty Pendleton finally slaps it out. Picked up by Hensley. Hensley has Shelton on his left. Lobs for the big man. And he is pushed from behind by Davidson. Foul number 5. Shelton thought about dunking that one.
I think Davidson, that was a flagrant foul by Davidson just to keep Shelton from dunking it. Josh Collins checks into the ball game, number 42, for Pendleton. And that's it for Davidson, whether he likes it or not. Number 30, Ottinger will check in. And Davidson sits down.
I tell you what, BJ, frustration has set in on so many teams this year that we've played. They just can't get the ball in the hoop, and Gate City has just exploded on them.
And this is called intentional, I believe. Two-shot intentional. So Gate City will get the ball also.
Shelton Eisenmark shoots off the side of the rim, no good. Chris with a second opportunity coming up. The big man, he's got to be the most valuable player tonight. For his defense alone, if nothing else. The shot is up and good this time by Shelton.
You have to be, if you're an opposing team, one factor that helps you a lot is the home crowd. But what happens when you go into the Devil's Den? Gate City hasn't been there in a couple of weeks. I think the fans are really going to put on a treat for the team.
Hensley into Morris from three. Bang! Moose Morris.
I think Morris wants to get his mark. Crane, they're going to have to hurry. Pruitt has it. Back to Crane. Gate City swarming on defense. Crane finally breaks it. Pulls up. Gets it to Williams. Williams into Ottinger. Shot blocked by another one. Blocked by Shelton. And here comes the second team and 3 new players for Gate City.
The big man, Chris Young, goes to the bench, replaced by Kelly Spivey. Getting a standing ovation from the crowd. Coach Dave Mason gives him the congratulatory handshake. Hensley and Bellamy also taking seats for the Blue Devils.
Into Fullen to Williams. Williams with 3. Shot up. No good. Rebound comes down to Ottinger. Ottinger lays it up and in.
Spivey inbounds to Kevin Williams. Williams bringing it up court for the Blue Devils. Passes back to Kevin Morris. Morris over to McDavid on the left wing. Skip pass to Williams. Inside to Spivey. Spivey back to Morris. Morris from 3. Short. Rebound to McDavid. He is fouled and the bucket almost went. So Brian McDavid will go to the line for a 2-shot opportunity.
Foul was on number 32, I believe. That was Pruitt. And Kevin Moose Morris sits down and he gets a well-deserved hand from the fans.
22 points on the evening for Kevin Morris. Can blow his average, but a good outing for the Moose man. The shot is up by McDavid and no good.
But I think where Moose fell off a little bit, Shelton more than adequately picked up.
McDavid eyes the mark, shoots. Short again, rebounded by Williams up Patrick Henry.
4:23 have been left in this game. Gate City 63-31. Fullen has the ball being guarded by Spivey. Fullen maneuvering around to Pruitt. Pruitt now being guarded by Williams. Fullen going to drive, put the shot up, and he dunks it. John Fullen with the dunk, but it's on the second team.
Kevin Williams breaks it across the timeline for Gate City, passes to McDavid. McDavid for Williams. Williams drives the lane, passes to Josh Collins. Collins shoots from the lane. Good for Josh Collins.
32-point lead for Gate City. Patrick Henry struggling, just trying to get some points on the board. Look respectable. Fullen has the ball again. Looking for some help, gets it to Crane. Ottinger has it, going to drive on the baseline. He is fouled as he was driving by number 30, Brian McDavid. McDavid's first foul. And to the line will go number 30, Jimmy Ottinger. Ottinger with 10 points in the night. And Patrick Henry wants a timeout. 3:36 left in the ball game. Gate City 65-33 over Patrick Henry.
Rundown on scoring so far in the contest for Gate City. Kevin Moose Morris on the bench, resting with 22 points. The big man Chris Young with 14 points. We're going to say at least 16 blocks and 12 rebounds. Hensley with 13 points. Delta with 8. Ferguson with 4. And Bellamy with 7. Josh Collins off the bench has 2. The lead is 32-65-33.
Patrick Henry, leading scorer is Jimmy Ottinger. Ottinger has been one of the few bright spots for the Rebels tonight. Played hard, good defense, good rebounding. Where Gate City could pick up on the boards, Ottinger was there. And with 10 points, he leads his team. Horn sounds, the Devils are on the court.
Folks, if you've never seen Gate City play basketball, come out tomorrow night as Gate City will have their homecoming game against the Marion Scarlet Hurricane in the Devil's Den. It's going to be a great ball game. It's going to be a good time. Come on out, support the Blue Devils.
Jimmy Ottinger, number 30, will be at the line. Shot up by Ottinger, no good out the front of the rim. Struggle for the rebound, goes out off of the hands of a Patrick Henry player. As the horn sounds, Pruitt checks back in. Ottinger will sit down for Patrick Henry.
Chris Potts will inbound the basketball to Kevin Williams of Gate City. Williams working against Williams. Across the timeline. Passes from McDavid. McDavid inside to Collins. The shot is up and good by Josh Collins.
Josh Collins has come to play. 4 points for Collins. 67-33 the lead is now. As Williams comes across for Patrick Henry. Passing around Patrick Henry with the subs in. Brian Gill holding the ball now. Out to number 24. That is Counts. Number 3 has the ball. That's McFarland. Back out to Pruitt. Patrick Henry just passing the game away. Runs at 3 minutes. McFarland shot up over Potts is an air ball. Kevin Williams collects it.
Kevin Williams coming the other way quickly for Gate City. Drives the line, dishes off the Potts up. It will not fall. Potts gets his own rebound, spins. Tied up by Williams, jump ball, and Gate City will retain possession.
Even the subs are hustling, which shows you how deep Gate City's bench is.
As Kelly Spivey, number 34, will inbound the ball for Gate City. Brings it into Williams. Williams at the foul line, looks to pass it off. Drives around to the left wing. Needs some help. Finally, Chris Potts comes back to meet him. Hands off to Collins. Collins reverses direction. Passes into Spivey. Up and in.
Beautiful pass by Collins. 69-33. As Patrick Henry just playing for some respectability. Number 32, Pruitt has it, looking for someone to cut across. And skips off the hands of number 24. McFarland has a number 20 in the three-point land. Looks to pass it off to Gill. Gill has the top of the key. Being guarded by Chris Potts. Hits a wide-open number 24. With a shot, that is Counts.
Spivey inbounds the basketball to Williams. Williams will bring it across the timeline for the Blue Devils. Williams working against Williams. Passes to Potts. Back to Collins for 3. Long rebound comes down to Patrick Henry.
We're down under 2 minutes. We're now 1:47. Clock slowly winding down. Pruitt has it on the left wing, being guarded by Collins. Gives it to Williams. Williams wide open shot from 16. Air ball. Chris Potts vacuums the rebound.
Chris Potts gives to Kevin Williams. Williams coming the other way for the Big Blue. Setting up the offense. Calls a timeout as Coach Dave Mason wanted him to get in his other 2 substitutes, Gary Watson and Steve Reed. With 1:28 remaining in the contest, Gate City up by 34 points, 69-35.
Should be a good bus ride back to Gate City from Glade Springs tonight. Devils have accomplished what they set out to do, and they're 1 step closer to a Highlands District title and 1 step closer to an undefeated season.
If I'm not mistaken, TJ, if we can knock off Marion tomorrow night and then beat Virginia High next week, I am pretty sure that we will be the Highland District champions.
If we beat Virginia High, they're the closest team. They are 5-1 right now, and we are 5-0 coming to this game 6-0.
Even if with a loss to DB, you've only got 1 more Highland District contest left. Watson with a basketball for Gate City shoots. Count bucket, and Watson will come to the line for a 3-point opportunity.
That foul was on number 20, McFarland. Gary Watson, beautiful move as he was pounded to get the shot up and off the backboard.
Hey, I'm impressed with Gary Watson. Shows some good moves on the inside for the big man.
I tell you what, Coach Dave Mason has got a lot of good players to work with for next year.
Shot it up by Watson, no good. Steve Reed got his hand on it. Stepped in by McDavid into Collins. Good job there by McDavid, and Collins is fouled. Let's see who they're going to call it on. Number 30, it looks like. 32, that is. Kelly Spivey and Chris Potts checking back into the game now, replacing McDavid and Williams.
Last foul was on number 20, McFarland, I believe.
Collins at the line looking for point number 5 on the night. Eisenmark shoots. Bang for Josh Collins.
Gate City City up 72-35. Yes, you heard it right. 72-35. Gate City was down by 3 at the end of the first quarter, but as you can obviously tell, it has turned around.
As Collins takes his second shot.
Williams for Patrick Henry crosses the timeline with the ball. Passes to his right to number 40, Gill. Gill looking for some help, being guarded by Watson. Gives to Pruitt. Patrick Henry seems to just be standing around. Three-point shot, no good by Patrick Henry. Collins with the rebound.
Collins pushing quickly the other way for Gate City. Pulls up. Looking for someone to pass to, finds Potts. Potts from the foul line, shoots. It will not go. Rebound comes down to Watson. Watson back out to Collins. Collins fakes, passes in, knocked away by Patrick Henry. Spivey almost running down for the Devils.
2-on-3 break. Again, a three-point shot won't go. Spivey with the rebound.
Spivey is going to bring it up court himself. Passes to Josh Collins. And Collins will bring it across the timeline. 33 seconds remaining. Pass comes into Reed. Reed fakes, shoots. Bang for Steve Reed.
The Beef has done it. He's in the scorebook. As we're down under a minute, 22 seconds and counting. 40-point lead for Gate City. Williams from 3 for Patrick Henry. He hits it. Three-point shot for Williams.
Chris Potts brings the basketball into Josh Collins. 12 seconds remaining. Collins passes for Watson. Watson loses the ball out of bounds. It will be Gate City basketball.
5 seconds left.
Chris Potts will turn it in from the Blue Devils. Lobs in for Collins. Collins from 3, shoots. No good. Reed with the rebound. And the horse down. That will be the ball game. Gate City wins this contest 75-38. So we're going to leave you from Patrick Henry. The score is 75-38 the final. Want to remind you once again, Gate City will be at home tomorrow night against the visiting Marion Scarlet Hurricanes. This will be homecoming. We want to encourage each and every one of you to come out. Thank you for listening and watching Scott County Cable Vision TV 30. We'll see you at the game.